Hello, everyone. I'm Lauren Albandian. I am the owner and coordinator of NORWAC, the Northwest Astrological Conference. You can find us at norwac.net, www.norwac.net. You'll find the schedule, you'll find the list of speakers, and of course, you can register at norwac.net. The conference dates are May 27 through 31st, this coming May. And of course, we will be completely virtual as we were last year. And we are so much looking forward to a future time, hopefully in 2022, when we can all gather together again, because NORWAC is all about the connections that we make with our fellow astrologers. And we will do all that we can do to make sure that we make that connection through the virtual realms as well. Today, I am here with my friend and colleague, Judith Hill. She's here to tell us about what she'll be teaching at NORWAC. Before she does, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She's an award-winning author of 13 books, including Medical Astrology, A Guide to Planetary Pathology, and Medical Astrology in Action. She produces the Renaissance Medicine Conference and courses Medical Astrology 101 and Astrological Herbalism Decoded. She was possibly the first to introduce Western medical astrology to Sichuan, China, and she is a chartered herbalist with Dominion Herbal College. Judith documented the natal and transit health influences of the lunar nodes and the medical impact of eclipses by sign and conjunct natal planets. An internationally recognized researcher, she published significant statistical research on astrogenetics and astroseismology. Wow, that's a whole lot, Judith. Thank you for being with me. Welcome.
Thank you, Laura. And I'm just so pleased to give this workshop and these talks for NORWAC this year. I'll be giving a very special workshop. I'm one of the only people in the United States teaching the ancient system of the traditional gem remedials used in India for for any problem, but this is going to be skewed to the medical. However, the workshop is including not just an overview of the ancient Jyotish system of Upaye, which means planetary antidotes. We will go into the many parts of that, but all of the modern scientific research backing that, not only from Bhattacharjee and Ramchandra in India, but Howard Becker, Burl Payne, Nick Kullerstrom, study of metals, Steiner. We're looking at their findings and how you can use this system and overcome some of the problems that were inherent in the original system, which the Indian scientists recognized, and how to get around when you need a gem, but it might be dangerous to use it. I will also be combining with this the traditional herbs that are included in the making of the jewelry.
Great.
Also, we have a very similar system in the West of herbalism. And this is that is combined for remedials, and I am an herbalist. And these are actually combined together in the jewelry. They believed that wearing the herbs, just the proximity of the herb, could be very useful. So this is going to be an entertaining, beautiful slideshow, but we have 5 or 6 hours of, it's called the Traditional Gem and Herb Remedials of Medical Astrology.
Right, so that is scheduled for Monday, May 31st. And so that goes from 10 a.m. Pacific time till 3:30 in the afternoon Pacific time. So just a couple of heads up. If you happen to be located somewhere on the planet where staying those hours may not work best for you, you can still sign up, and then you can watch the video at your leisure. Everyone will have 2 weeks after the workshop to watch the video as many times as they may wish in that 2-week period. If you are able, I know some people last year were at a part of the world where they could attend part of the workshop on Monday, but had to miss, like, say, the early part of it. Or if they were in England or France, they could come to the early part and then have to miss the later part. So that's a possibility. You can, if you register for the full conference, then you get a discount on the workshop, but you can also register for the workshop as a standalone. So again, www.norwac.net is where you can go and you can register for that. Now, Judith is doing a couple of other lectures. She's doing 2 lectures as well. So on Friday, May 28th, she's doing something called Your Health, Your Birth Date, and the Master Sun Cycle. So give me an idea of what that really means.
Well, we're all made out of sunlight, according to the physicists. And so every day of the year has a special influence. And the day you're born is your tracking point. And you can see which days of the year are, or your vital force. We all have vital force, a battery that keeps us going. It's permanent, but you lose a little over time. When your vital force sinks down, you can see those days. It's sort of like biorhythms. And when it goes up, you also can find the exact birth dates that are most, that supply what William Gray called the mating fuel for your type of vital force, the exact trine to you. So everybody should be aware of this master sun cycle that happens every single year for their vital force replenishment and days of rest. And there's many, many ways to use it. So it will be a great deal of fun and something everyone should know. All levels.
Lovely. So then on Saturday, May 29th, Judith is lecturing on a topic called Medical Influences of the Lunar Nodes. And I know you've done a lot of work around the lunar nodes. So give us a little sense of what that will be about.
Yes, they've been a pet project of mine. And the lunar nodes in your birth chart, where they are, the sign they're in, the planets they're conjoined, have many influences, but extremely important medical influences. And you can tell which planets, which rule different organs and hormones, which planets are weaker or stronger. Similarly, when the transit nodes cross over planets, they can sink or rise. Now, several NORWACs back, I gave a lecture on the medical influences of the transit lunar nodes.
Right.
And this time we are focusing on the natal lunar nodes. It's a good companion lecture.
Great. Now, I know nothing about medical astrology. I actually don't want to know anything about medical astrology, but because it's a big study and I do a different method and use astrology in a different way. But medical astrology is hot. I mean, it's having its moment over the last few years. And so we have pulled in, NORWAC has pulled in more medical astrologers over the last few years, and it's been wildly popular. So I know that you're going to do just fine for those lectures in that workshop. And I encourage everyone to go check out norwac.net. And if they want to check out you, where would they go? Where would they find more information about you and your work?
They can go to judithhillastrology.com and they can see my books, but I have a button called the Academy because I've just begun the Academy for Astrological Medicine, and they can see all the classes there. I have a shop with many kinds of different topics. I do also vocational and spiritual and many things. And I also give readings, but my readings are booked out quite a ways. So I am referring to people a lot now. So people should know there is a long wait. And so, yeah, judithhillastrology.com.
Thanks, Judith. I appreciate you. And I know that I'm looking forward to NORWAC, and I'm sure you are as well.